Welcome to JCAV. I'm Whitney Beeler. First up, second-year head coach Ben Conrad had the women's basketball team playing among the nation's best and breaking records in the process. Rob Ladd has the story.
Lady Cavaliers basketball coach Ben Conrad won Conference Coach of the Year honors this season as his squad broke several school records, including wins for a single season. But the hard-nosed coach insists that their success in games is due to the intensity of practice.
What I want is our games to be easy compared to practice. If we're going to be in there for an hour or 2 hours, we're going to get something done pretty much every minute we're in there. If I was to describe it, I just think our practices are demanding and competitive and fast-paced, and I think our kids know exactly what we expect of them, and I think that's comforting as a player.
Johnson County finished the regular season with a #2 national ranking, while its players thrive under their coach's intense style of play.
It's really good for all of us because it makes us play to the level that we can play at.
You can't have a top-notch program unless you demand your top-notch players to do top-notch things. If they don't live up to your expectations, then you push them to do it. And with a league like this, you have to play your best every night, otherwise you'll go home with a loss.
As the Lady Cavs enter the final stretch of a historic season, their coach is quick to deflect his success to the players.
The key to maintaining success is just don't stop working. That's the biggest thing. Keep working your butt off to get good players because it's competitive, and they're not just going to show up here. You got to go out and work, and I'm confident. I'm a pretty competitive guy, and so I'm going to always work hard and make sure we've got good players here.
For JCAV, Rob Ladd.
Thanks, Rob. Most people know the month of March as a celebration of St. Patrick's Day, but few are aware that it's also Women's History Month. Emily Menez has more.
March is a month all about recognizing the accomplishments and achievement of women throughout history. From Amelia Earhart to Hillary Clinton, there are countless honorees from every decade. At the college, there are a number of women who are respected both as professionals and individuals. Marilyn Reinhardt is the Executive Vice President of Academic Affairs. Dr. Sheila Dunetsky is Dean of Sciences. What these women have in common, besides their busy schedules, is their own inspirations and reasons to celebrate Women's History Month.
In terms of changing society, I would definitely say Mother Teresa, just because of the example she set by her work and her life and her complete dedication to what she was doing.
Dr. Reinhardt finds her inspiration from Eleanor Roosevelt.
Mrs. Roosevelt also gave up her own membership in the Daughters of the American Revolution. In 1939, that was a very, very powerful thing to do. It is a time when we can celebrate the steps that an underrepresented population has taken.
Monday, March 8th is International Women's Commonwealth Day, while the entire month of March is dedicated to women and their many achievements. Dr. Sarah Boyle, women's history expert, believes that these achievements should be celebrated. Dr. Boyle recommends reading a women's biography, looking over history, or simply challenging what you think women are capable of. Reporting with JCAV, I'm Emily Menez.
Thanks, Emily. And now for a few campus updates.
March saw Hollywood's best and brightest stroll down the red carpet at the 82nd Academy Awards. This April 22nd, students from the college as well as from surrounding high schools will get their own chance to show their prowess for the art of film at the Cavalier Film Festival. Films which have been entered fit into one of 5 categories, including documentary, music video, experimental, and one of 2 short categories, which are either under 9 minutes or over 10. The film festival has increased in popularity every year, and this year promises to be no different, with prizes and recognition up for grabs for those who are considered the cream of the crop, and for those of us who are in attendance, free popcorn and a hearty night of entertainment. So be sure to check out the Cavalier Film Festival this April 22nd from 7 to 10 p.m. at the Craig Community Auditorium for a homegrown night at the movies. For JCAV News, this is Lee Nelson, and I'll see you on the aisle.
Thanks, Lee. College President Terry Callaway welcomed Kansas Governor Mark Parkinson in a reception for the Animal Health and Biomanufacturing Summit. He had many nice things to say about the college and the importance of education.
This community college consistently ranks as one of the top 5 in the United States. It's hard, I assume it's #1. It is a phenomenal place. I think there are actually more students enrolled here than at any learning institution in Kansas.
Arlo Guthrie and his family just performed on campus as part of the Performing Arts series.
He told stories about his career, about his life, and then performed a lot of the songs that people know him for. And I think the fact that he was here before helps us when we're looking for artists to round out a season. We try to offer a variety of music, dance, theater, comedy. So people liked Arlo. He hadn't been here for 6 or 7 years.
Coming up in April are the piano-playing family, the Five Browns, the Dance Theater of Harlem, and the Bertano String Quartet. Professionals from several local media outlets recently met with students, informing the journalists of tomorrow on what the future might bring. Rob Ladd explains.
The college recently hosted People in the Media, where professionals from local radio, television, and newspaper outlets met with students to discuss the future of journalism.
You have lots and lots and lots of people applying for very few open positions. So what you need to do is make sure that you stand out.
Everyone is now becoming print, video, radio journalists at one time, but that is the biggest thing that I've seen. It adds to, okay, now you're doing this, you're doing that, you're doing that, and pretty soon you'll be shooting everything anyway.
Topics during the 80-minute seminar ranged from the impact of the internet and evolving nature of journalism to the growing trend of the one-man band reporter and the dangers that it presents.
There have already been cases. There was an incident in Portland recently where a photographer was out just shooting pictures of a schoolyard when he was attacked. Had there been another person with him, a reporter, the reporter could have said, hey, we're the TV station, we're shooting such and such. Two people are much better than one when it comes to watching out for each other.
While acknowledging the risks that face future reporters, students were implored to become well-rounded journalists.
I always say you need to know a little bit more than a little about everything.
The college is currently accepting applications for summer internships for media outlets all over the city. For more information, contact Mark Radaziner at 913-469-8500, extension 7639. For JCAV, I'm Rob Ladd.
Thanks, Rob. The Cavalier baseball program has a history of draftees, including 2 players that are currently on the team. Kenny Price has the story.
Since 1978, the Johnson County Community College baseball team has had 46 players drafted by the Major League Baseball, including 2 players on this year's team. Vince Spikler, the 4th overall prospect in the state of Kansas, graduated from Raytown High School and was the only player from the state of Missouri to receive High School All-American honorable mention. He was drafted by the Tampa Bay Rays in the 49th round of the 2009 MLB Draft. Vince said that getting that phone call was one of the greatest experiences in his life.
And so I was watching the draft on the internet and saw my name called, and like 30 seconds later I got a phone call from the Tampa Bay Rays telling me they drafted me, and it's pretty surreal. Like, it was, I don't know, what I've been dreaming about. I guess every kid dreams about it when they're little, you know.
Jeff Soptic from Shawnee Mission East High School was drafted by the Kansas City Royals in the 43rd round of the 2009 MLB Draft. Both of his parents attended JCCC, and he earned the President's Award for Individual Excellence his senior year in high school. Jeff, like Vince, did not have the words to describe how it felt to be drafted.
Just as Vince said, it's every kid's dream, you know, to play a professional sport, and this just shows that I have the opportunity to do so. And yeah, I didn't sign this year, but I figured I could get the college experience and get better, and then I'd be better off signing later down the road.
As the Cavaliers start their 2010 campaign, they will be relying on these 2 freshmen to help towards the team's ultimate goal, a national championship. For JCAV News, Kenny Price reporting.
Thanks, Kenny. That's it for today. Don't forget to check us out on Facebook and YouTube. See you next time.